So to find the length, we can use the formula for the length of a function derived by our textbook. We can take a derivative here with respect to y, so the 3/2 power comes down and multiplies, and then the power gets reduced by 1. So this is 3/2 minus 1 makes 1/2 power, so in other words the square root. But then we need to take a derivative of the innermost function and multiply it, so this is times 2y on the outside. The length of the curve from 1 to 3 is square root 1 plus that entire derivative we just found. This is all into the square root. This needs to be squared. That's what it tells us to do, square the derivative. So square root of a square, the square of a square root should be itself. And then 2y squared, that's going to be 4y squared. Let's see what we can do to help us find an antiderivative. If we multiply these out and put it in descending powers, it's going to be 4y to the 4th plus 4y squared plus 1. I think that's factorable. And I think it has to be something multiplied to itself, or else we wouldn't be able to find the antiderivative. So I think this is going to be 2y plus 1 squared. Because if you were to do 2y plus 1 times 2y plus 1, it comes out to the expression up above. That makes 4y squared, and then you get, oh sorry, this needs to be squared. Because that makes 4y to the 4th. That makes 2y squared, that makes 2y squared, and that makes plus 1. So here that's multiplying to itself. So we'll square this, and square rooting a square brings us back down to just 2y squared plus 1. So finding that antiderivative is pretty straightforward. Now we've simplified 2y squared plus 1, the antiderivative is 2/3 y to the 3rd plus y, and we evaluate that between 1 and 3. So if you plug in 3, you've got 3 to the 3rd, so that's 3 squared to the 9, it's 18 plus 3 is 21, and if you plug in 1, then you got 2/3 plus 1, so that's 5/3. Did that kind of quick though, 21, 42, 63 over 3 minus 5 over 3, so I got 58 over 3. So I did that last part kind of quick. You might want to double check me there, but I just plugged in 3 into the antiderivative and I got 21. I plugged in 1 and I got 5/3. The rest of these steps I'm confident that I went a little fast there.